Thank you for joining me for this day 5 of summer in Appalachia. I'm going to get started in just a couple of minutes. I'm just going to share this out to other people, give people a few minutes to filter in, that kind of stuff, you know? Excuse me for yawning. Alright. Let's get this party started. Nope. I'm gonna try and find another world. I don't want to live in a world without my camp. Alright, it didn't warn me that, you know. My camp couldn't spawn, so I'm assuming it could. Right. I'm over. I have over capacity. What do I have here that I can junk? Scrapping some junk, storing it away. 10 pounds of junk. So can I make? I can. Now I can store away some of the other ammo I'm not using. 38. Using the 44. Not the 45, but I am using. Morning, Cal. Cal over at the Kingslayer Network. Thank you for joining me this morning, man. No worries, thank you. I appreciate it. Ooh. Ah. Let's see what they got here. Two-star grenade launcher. Oh, Grognak's axe. Oh, snap. It's only 200. This guy's got good prices on stuff too. He must be still setting prices. Nothing to cook. Yeah, I just realized I picked up a bunch of crap and I'm probably wildly overweight right now. That's okay. I'm gonna go sell stuff here in a second. Sweet. Let's see what we got over here. I'll take that. Oh, I don't have money for that one. If you're talking about, oh, what is it? Marvel. I gotta see what Ashley wants to do tonight, but in general, I might be down for that. Do 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 do. Go run and sell some of this junk. Not all the starred items though. I have very special plans for them.
Automated warning to all responders. Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians and take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server.
You're not my mom.
Again. Belly. Sure beats an empty one.
Hey, Jack. I am level 80 currently. Working towards, I don't know, doing something fun with it. Thanks for joining, man. How you doing this morning? I know both you and Cal have been dealing with some adverse weather conditions, to put it mildly. Tornadoes and such. I hope both of y'all are doing okay, and people you care about are safe, and that jazz. Oh, I got a blood pack. Let's see. Sell some fried frog crawler. I saw this glowing meat steak. Yeah, when you said that you were washing your dog, I'm like, well, that tells me that the weather has calmed down at least enough that, you know, for the incoming hot kaiju. Yeah, that could be. I think those are usually accompanied by more earthquakes and like rising tides. But we'll see. We'll see. So, if a kaiju was supposed to come from your region, oh, that's fair. For some reason, I thought Darwin was a big dog. My bad. I think ours would be a giant shrimp, some kind of crustacean down here.
While you're here, why not grab a stim pack or two?
I gotta find some way to trim up the extra weight in carrying. Matthew Broderick. I called him Pit Boy for so long on its own, mostly mostly because of Fallout Tactics, and that was his name when you got him in the party, was Pip, the Pit Boy. Also, Fallout Tactics, a much maligned entry into the Fallout universe that I rather enjoyed. Yeah, and it's kind of where I am too. I think officially it's Vault Boy now, but I mean, Bethesda's already butchered so much of the lore of this game anyway. Do. I have a set of powered armor. Drop this down here. What do we got? Why am I carrying this? I can just re-grab this and chunk it in my crate for a little while. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Power armor chassis. I'll store my prototype weapon in here real quick. Oh right, I gotta eat something to... Let's see... There are companies with way crappier business practices than Bethesda. There's reasons to hate Bethesda, but honestly, I think there's reasons to hate companies like BioWare more. And they're not producing the same kind of crappy business practices as some of the other ones. They're bad. They're not good. And I think they do deserve criticism, but my only real issue with Bethesda has ever been the complete and total fanboying of Bethesda and ignoring the bad things they do. I think it needs to be a kind of a measured response to them. They've offered enough free crap for this game that I think it's worth it now. But it's the same kind of unfinished bull crap they've released before. If Fallout 3 didn't make me give up on Bethesda, I don't know if 76 will. Because Fallout 3 was barely even playable for the first week on PC. It was a crapshoot whether or not it would even boot up. Okay. I don't need this. Or this. And it's a good Fallout game. It's fun, it's fine, it's got its things. Yeah, and that's the thing. By then it's amazing. Well, sure, but if they have an incredibly powerful weapon, it's just gonna happen. It's just one of those things I kind of knew was going to happen every so often going into this game. I'm not trying to fault you for your logic on why you quit. I'm not disagreeing. It's frustrating. I was streaming the other day and some dude showed up and just wasted me. I've had people stealing from my camp before. That gets old. But I don't know. I'm still having fun with the game, despite some of the crappy crap in it. So I don't think I'm as bothered by it as I even feel as I should be sometimes. There we go.
Requisitions now available.
And now I'm going to spend a fairly large number of caps to fast travel to a location on the other side of the map. Yeah, I get it. The only thing that frustrates me about death and especially ganking is if I'm in the middle of collecting a bunch of scrap. If I lose all that scrap, I'm just gonna be super upset. You can, but if you're in the middle of getting it when you get yanked, like whenever you die, you drop whatever scrap you're carrying on your person at the time. So if I get ganked after clearing out an entire base before I can get to my storage, um, then that's an issue. All right. Ooh. If not in combat, 100% VATS accuracy, but 50% AP costs, 25% faster rate, plus 1 agility. She only just showed up like a week ago. Yeah, I think the only real factor that keeps people in check in this game is it can happen to anyone. Like I might be level 80 and can do that to level 10s and 20s and 30s, no problem. But then someone that's level 220 something can come along and do that to me. So, yeah, the level 220 somethings might not be, there may be a crap ton of them, but there still could, in theory, be someone more powerful. So, also, the higher level you get, the less likely that's going to just happen. Like, what level was the character you got ganked with, Jack? Well, no, Jack, I'm not saying that, that it's going to happen to you, etc., etc. Um, but sometimes, was killed by 76 and I was 51. Yeah, I mean, that can happen. I'm not saying it's a good thing that happens, but it can, and that's even with all their multiplayer stuff, if someone gets the drop on you in such a way, then that's still gonna happen. And that's the other issue about an online game is constant needs for rebalancing, because that's obviously not the intent they were going for, but it happened, and that doesn't mean that they're not going to try and fix it. I mean, they may not try and fix it, because at some point they're just not going to try and fix the crap that's not working in the intended fashion. But, you know. There was a long period of time where there was quite a bit wrong with this game that I just kind of stopped playing for a while. I wouldn't say I've played this consistently since it's come out, but I've played it enough to get some enjoyment out of it. That is fair. Yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to be like, well, Jack, maybe you should give it another chance. I am saying that there's a lot with this game that I completely understand and completely get, because, I mean, I've played other games like it and such. Yep. But there's also that's the thing. Like for the most part, I've always had a good time with this game. Sometimes I'll get a little bored, and then I'll stop playing it for a while, and then I'll come back and I'll have a good time. I got ganked the other day, like 2 or 3 times. I died, and I was just like, oh well, guess it's not my day.
Leslie, there you are. Come speak to me this instant. You gave me quite a fright. You are never to run off without permission again. You had me quite worried, and I cannot even imagine what you
My
are.
name's not Leslie.
Now that I can confirm you are still in one piece, you may have your designated playtime. In fact, why not, as they say, kill two birds with one stone?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stick around with you, robot. Yeah, but if it, but that still shouldn't be a factor. Like it shouldn't. I get what you're saying. Like it, when something like that happens, it's not fun. And a game should be fun, regardless of, you know, mood or physical whatever, whatever. And that can be upsetting, but. Cool beans. I drink some water real quick. Go ahead and eat some stuff real quick too. I think I need to get my gun fixed here in a second. Yeah, I can travel back there in a few minutes. Come on. Yep, there's my gun. I have to head back to base right now anyway. It's not much. I've had fancier built bases before, but my Gorge Junkyard, that's a good spot for it. I built mine right here, not far from the Sunshine Meadows camp. There's a really nice spot here. Nice. Mine has, of course, some kind of resource point for me to harvest from. I prefer junk. I feel that's the most varied. Let me repair my gun real quick. So the camp itself is not much, but that's because, so you got my tent, I have all my crafting benches right here. Got my little brewing station here, my resources to make adhesive, as well as 2 large purifiers. I have them locked for, you know, reasons. But up here is the reason I have such a small camp down here. I have my own little shopping center. Yeah, I sell pretty much anything I can find. I don't really sell like scrap because I use most of it, but I have crap tons of food, and my big draw for my my camp's shop is I sell a lot of stuff at very reduced and discount prices. Typically, all of my plans, like recipes and stuff like that, they don't sell for more than like 20 caps. Most of them are in the 5 to 10 range, but like if I have something exceedingly rare, I'll sell it for 20. Back when they first announced player vending, I just started hoarding every plan or recipe I could get my hands on. I am so happy they added the ability, or added the little modifier to tell you that you know this recipe. I just realized I want to go see if you can modify the black powder rifles at all. Yeah, have a good time, Jack. Good luck with your work call. Thank you for popping in. Do 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 do. Did someone already claim the... No one has claimed the workshop. Let's go claim a workshop. Killing me some ghouls, get in the shop. I wish this weapon wouldn't take so long to load. Dang. Not really. The adventure mode is the closest to campaign mode. And the PvP mode, or whatever it's called, which is the one with a higher lethality in PvP, that's just adventure mode, with a higher lethality in PvP. I mean, it offers the loot that you get from the people you kill. It doesn't really offer like Oh, you're talking about the difficulty in PvP mode? I don't think so. I think it's literally just. Oh shit. Come on, man. People enjoy it. I think it's literally the whole idea behind it is people that play the PvP mode do it because they enjoy the PvP mode. It has no, like, better incentive or whatever. They may have more fun with the PvP than they do PvE stuff. I personally don't, and PvP was my big concern going into this game. I still think there's a better way they could have made this game that doesn't necessarily involve such an emphasis on human players than it does now. Because they could have definitely gone with like a MMO stylized vibe where you do have a bunch of human players, but you also have, you know, NPCs. Yeah, I figured it's something similar to that. Rust and DayZ were the vibe of the games they were going for. I'll let you know. There's still an enemy nearby? Well, where is he? I bet he's... Oh, they're out in the buildings. That makes sense. Do. Yeah, there. There you are. Saucy makes you. That's a bunch of dead ghouls. It's fair. Yeah, like I said, it's just a matter of like what I have going on the rest of the day after this. I am unsure how open or free my time will be. Yeah. Do 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 do. Somebody has this camp down here, but they're not using it. Why not? I'm going to defend this camp once, and then I'll go on about my business. You know what? I'll be nice. I'll set up a nice little fusion plant here for them. And power the food processor. And get me some Salisbury steak. There we go. I need home defense 2. That's what I need. So let's get rid of Action Boy for now. Do home defense. One more at the top of this ramp. Robot wave. Okay, that's cool. Oh. Look at all these robots that my base is killing. That means this is where they're coming from. Ooh, you know what? Now that I'm reloaded, I can switch to this gun. I have a pretty decent one, a laser rifle. Yeah, I see what you're saying in the Fallout games in general. The little cracking sound they make is always so cool. And there. Let's go grab what Salisbury steak has manifested in the food processor. 1 unit, that's fine. Let's go out exploring somewhere. Let's go. Yeah, let's check out this guy's camp. 52 caps, that hurts, but it'll be fine. Oh no. Okay, good. Whew. Nice. That's smart. Bird bones mutation. Oh, that's really cool. Look at all the serums this person's got. They must have gotten all the recipes to make the serums and made them. Let's see, anything worth checking out around here? Ultracite scrap, nice. I think they're overcharging on their scrap just a tad, but not much, you know. And that one is empty. Probably because people bought all the junk in it, which is fine. Alright. There's some stuff to check out this way. I don't need to worry about a possum. Doodly doo 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 doo. Yeah, there's like a bunker over here. Oh, geez. My typical default stance was to stealth everywhere anyway, so I could be aware when enemies were close. Guess I forgot to do that. So I guess this whole thing used to be a town that got consumed by the wildlife in a 20-year time span, which is kind of nuts when you think about it. I'm gonna switch back to my 50 caliber sniper rifle. It's a little faster. What is that? Just some glowing plants and such. No, you don't get companions in this one. I think it'd be nice if they implemented some of the robot stuff that they had in Fallout 4, but you don't have companions in this. It's just you and any players you choose to actually adventure with. Which is another knock against this game personally for me. The companions are often some of the better elements of the Fallout games. Granted, Fallout New Vegas was not a Bethesda game, but Fallout New Vegas had really good companions. And then Fallout 4 continued that tradition. Fallout 3 had companions. I wouldn't say they were super great companions. Interesting. That looks like a plan. Shrouded wood armor. Ah, mods for wood armor. That's what people want. I guess there's a reason to use it, but I don't know what that is. Alright, let me scrap all this junk I just acquired. Reduce its weight, essentially. No weapons to scrap, no armor to scrap. And I scrapped all the miscellaneous junk. Ooh, a blast radius board game. That often will net you radioactive material. Disturbing. Interesting. So some ex-Brotherhood people tried to work with the Free States to deal with Scorch Beasts. Since we went underground, a little less from the bombs fell. Wait, one more thing. So officially underground, we had some documents. If I'm trying to bust in here, drag us out. Just get it doing alright so far. I think they're a little bit upset over the rest of the summer. Doesn't seem to be any of our folks likely to survive seeking shelter. It's not safe yet, so I can't open the door. Somebody knowing is on the other side. Play church and the kids don't hear it. Jeez. Interesting. Haven't found too much out about the Free States. They say fossil ghouls and mirelurks that look to be infested with the strangler vines. Creatures work together as if something was controlling them. Eventually they found what they called the heart. But there's no guarantee and something like this wouldn't happen again. Come across any vine-infested creature, reported immediately. So the vine heart stuff seems to be the predecessor, or the prototype version of the Scorch. Interesting. Alright, next stop is whatever this water treatment plant over here is. It's not a water treatment plant, it's a chemical plant. Curious. Protectatron. Lieutenant Gutsy, so very interesting. So north is some stuff, south is a couple of towns, so let's go south along this road. What is that? Oh, it's just mushrooms. It's just mushrooms. Do 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 do. It's very interesting the kind of crap growing in Appalachia, the weird hive mind mentality stuff spawning out of whatever experiments were going on here from before the war and mixed with the FEV. It's a very fascinating evolution of the stuff from the Fallout universe. Now that I'm not at a camp, I think I will switch my home defense back to Action Boy. I'm hesitant to go down here. What is this over here? Looks like a church. Yep. Shoot, something spots me. What is here? That's one ghoul down. I am very concerned about something going on right up here. Okay. Just those two ghouls. Oh, a vault dweller. Yeah, someone's launching a nuke. Where's the loot nuke gonna go? Of course.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent.
Let's go check out a nuke drop.
At your earliest convenience. Thank you.
Have a good one, Cal. I don't know if I'll still be on by the time you get back, because I'm only going to do about 30 more minutes or so. Maybe 20. But thank you for being here, though. I appreciate it. This is a snazzy base of operations. Is this locked? It is. Good. I don't wanna step on the stuff. I just wanna see the bomb drop. I might go collect me some craftable materials once it does. Should be any time now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it comes. This person's camp is phenomenal. See if I can buy anything real quick. See if there's anything I want. Dun, 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 dun. But that is the irradiated zone. I'll go and take a Rad-X while I'm in here doing this as well. Yeah, I'm almost there. Good. It's not pleasant around here, but I'm trying to get me some materials. So one of the ways you can get um, some of the high-end craftable materials you need for quite a few of the high-end recipes, be it weapons, ammo, whatever, is to get nuked flora, and the nuked flora can yield different kinds of fluxes that are used to craft. Oh, I took Radix. Did that suppress my mutations? I think it did. That's a shame. My mutations make me a superhero. I think I need fluorescent fluxes as well. What is that? The thing is, the enemies that pop up in these kinds of environments are also much harder. Usually enhanced to some degree. Ghouls are the absolute worst in this environment. Wow, there's a Wendigo over here? That's no good. Level up. Holy cow, I think the ultrasight armor is actually granting me immunity to the ambient radiation from this area. That's awesome. All the names of plants and stuff change too. Instead of rhodahedrons, they're radahedrons. Oh, it's a dead frog. A blue glowing frog, mind you. Still my mutations are gone. I know they'll be back at some point, it's frustrating. the storm. Still at the edge. Wow. Oh, sweet. I quote-unquote contracted a disease. That'd be awesome if I had the rest of my disease, or rest of my mutations. As, I have a Plague Walker mutation, and any enemies that get close to me will take damage as long as I have a disease. I think the fluorescent fluxes are how you make ammo, so I'm glad I'm collecting lots of those. More fluorescent. Not a flower I can harvest. I don't think I can harvest these either. Just a little bit longer and I'll probably head on back. I've already burned through one fusion core. Someone has a similar idea. I'll head towards the main house. Main house is a relatively safe location. There's lots of robots around here. They'll take out some of the ghouls for you. Granted, I don't think you can loot the ghouls if, you know, the robots take them out. But hey, you'll be alive. I think they're back. I'm a superhero again. Oh, thank goodness. Hello, hello. Welcome. Is it Rohester or Rogester? I'm not good with names, so please forgive me if I butcher it. Oof, that hurt. Well, that's cool, man. I wasn't trying to say you were or weren't or whatevs. I'm just... Oh, come on, man. Jump. There we go. Those are ghouls. They went inside. Well, take it easy, man. Thank you for stopping in, though. Did they go all the way through here? Ooh, look at that legendary glowing one. Oh, that's fun. Apparently I pissed off a White Springs guard at one point. Let's see if I can go inside and be safe. Dude.
Do try not to jump that.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Alright, so I need to get back to there. Luckily my armor should fast travel to me or recall to me pretty quickly.
Good afternoon.
And I have to make it all the way back to there, grab all, oh my god, all the scrap I collected. Am I really moving faster than this place can load? Oh god. I have to hurry. Okay. My stuff should be over here somewhere. Of course they're still hostile to me. And of course that guy probably took all my crap. I'm just trying to get out of here. Okay. Hopefully I'm safe in the Enclave bunker, which is not a statement I thought I'd ever say. Well, that was a little depressing. Nope. Go around the other way. Now let me go see if I have any salvaged. Yeah, I think so. That was a mess. Okay, so basically, because I don't have any hardened masses or more high radioactive fluids, I'm really screwed on these fluxes. That's upsetting. But I guess it is what it is. Interesting. Alright, let's, I guess, sell these fluxes. Let me go cook what I have to cook. I get to go upstairs to cook. Yep. Nothing left to cook. And that's it. Alright, well, that's where I'm going to call the stream for today. Thank you for joining me, for those that did. Cal and Jack and Rogester, I do not know how to pronounce your name, and I apologize for that. So I will talk at you guys later. I'll probably be back in the next couple of days with something different other than Fallout 76. And tonight, or sometime soon, probably tonight, Ashley and I will be returning with more Phoenix Wright. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you very much, and have a great day.